Hello, everyone. I'm Joe Groves, and I'm sitting here with Andrew Chuljan, who is one of our partners here at Ellen's.
Hello.
Nice to see you.
Great to see you, Joe.
Yeah,
as
Andrew
always.
has never been on one of our videos before, and we invited him to come today because we have a special drink that we're going to be making, and Andrew and I actually love that drink, don't we?
We are aficionados of this cocktail.
Well, I think that's why Andrew dressed so fancy today, because this drink is like it's truly probably, in my opinion,
Pretty fancy schmancy.
the best drink in the world.
Yes,
Yeah.
I would agree.
And to get some expert advice on how to make it, we have John Marsh, who is our beverage director here for the restaurants. Hi, John.
Hi, Joe.
Great
How
to
are
see you,
you?
Joe.
Hi, Andrew.
Are you happy to be here?
Thrilled to be here.
Yeah?
Yeah, I woke up thinking about it all day.
We're going to make the Negroni, which is a fantastic drink because Negroni Week is a national celebration, and we always take advantage of that. So, John, why don't we leave it to you and tell us what we're doing?
Okay.
And I'll interrupt you frequently,
Okay, then.
like I just did.
Okay,
Yes.
it's fine. So. See, again.
Yeah, it works.
The Negroni is actually a riff on a drink called the Americano.
Yes.
The Americano came first,
Yes.
and it was Count Camillo Negroni
Yes.
in Florence who asked the bartender to switch out the soda for some gin. Make it a drink.
A man
Yeah.
after my own heart.
Absolutely.
Yeah.
Yes.
So just to be sure that we understand, the Americano was an existing
Yes.
popular drink at the time, and it was
Yes.
Campari, soda, and sweet vermouth.
Yes.
Yes. And it was garnished with a lemon, so it was very kind of fruity and sort of refreshing, I guess, in that sense. If you go to Paris,
little lighter.
or especially in Italy, but also in Paris, they're very popular. You see them with people sitting in outdoor cafes drinking Americanos.
It's still a drink.
Yeah, and I love them.
Sounds very summery.
But the Negroni took it to another level by switching the soda for gin.
Much better idea.
Yes, yes. So, tell us what you
And people
do.
think they don't like gin, but they're wrong. They just haven't had gin since they got too much of it
Yes.
in college or out of their parents' liquor.
I remember those days. I resemble those days.
Gin is great. Gin makes great drinks, including the Negroni. So, what I've just done is equal parts gin, Campari, sweet vermouth, an ounce each. Is the standard pour for that.
That's going to make two drinks because there's two of us here. You better double it up.
Probably should double it, yeah.
Well, I was gonna
I think he was going to be chintzy on us.
Apparently.
All right.
That's
Oh,
why
by
we're
the way,
Ginsey.
now you're using Martini and Rossi, which is a great vermouth. I like Martini and Rossi.
know it's one of
But
your
it's really
favorites.
kind of a common, not fancy.
It's not. It doesn't.
You don't have to wear
be.
an ascot to drink that.
You do not have to wear an ascot, but it can't hurt.
I've seen some Negronis that are made with like Antica or some other
You can't. There are
fancy-
risks.
Yeah.
People,
I don't like
you
those
can use
as
different
much.
gin.
Yeah. Well, gin, the better the gin, the better.
Absolutely.
Aviation is
Because that is
excellent,
kind of the
excellent
base.
gin.
I mean, Campari is the common theme,
Yeah. Yes.
but you can use different gins. And you're right. The better gin makes.
Well,
more.
aviation is as good as it gets.
Yes, it is.
I like aviation, but it's very good. So this is a stirred drink, and the reason I'm stirring it instead of shaking it is because when you shake a drink like this, it gets cloudy. It's just not.
You don't want
Pretty
to.
drink.
You don't want to bruise it, do you?
You don't want to bruise it. You want to make a nice looking drink, but you want to get it well chilled.
Massage, but don't bruise.
Exactly. I'll
Did we clarify that that is enough for both of us?
That appears adequate.
Okay.
So there are also two ways to do the drink in terms of presentation. Sometimes you can use bar ice, typical smaller cubes. I think it's a better presentation with a large cube.
Oh yes.
Yes, I like those.
Beautiful.
I've seen the spheres too. I like
I
the
have.
spheres.
I can
Spheres
never
are
get.
nice.
I can never get mine as clear as those. However, that's a trick.
I have a special device that gets these clear.
Those are
They
beautiful.
are. Isn't that nice?
Yes.
Yeah.
So, pour the drink.
Oh, look at that.
That's
Like I said,
pretty.
it starts out 3 ounces each, but the stirring dilutes it a little bit. So, what do you think, Joe? Is this enough for 2 drinks?
It's a good start.
It is a start, yes.
start,
The night is young.
Honestly, this is my drink of choice.
We do
Yeah.
have a couple more drinks
Yes.
to make. So yeah, this is a good choice.
It's my drink of choice.
Joe, another choice,
Yeah.
is he likes the orange wheel
Yeah.
or half wheel.
Yeah.
I myself, I prefer an orange twist,
So that's the traditional,
which is more traditional.
purest way of doing it.
If I'm not using the large cubes like this, I will tend to go for the half wheel.
Okay, so let me ask you this.
Yes.
If you
Thank
were
you.
to describe the color, to me, this is almost a perfect vermilion, sort of ruddy color.
Yeah.
I've seen some that are really dark, and I think that's because people use too much vermouth sometimes.
And different vermouths have different colors.
Yeah,
too.
Right.
Like the Carpano Antico you're talking about.
Yeah,
it's a
it's
dark
very
Darker, yeah,
I think though
medicinal.
the ratio of 1 to 1 to 1 is critical. Now some people like less vermouth or less Campari.
Campari.
You know,
Can be a
because
little bitter for some.
yeah, I mean I like the bitterness.
Yeah. I sort of like it both ways depending upon my mood and what occasion I'm at.
Well, I found that when I'm in a bitter mood myself, drinking a bitter drink makes me appear sweeter.
It does.
Yeah.
It counteracts it.
Yes, it's sort of the contrast of the bitter drink and oh look, Joe's nicer than I thought he was.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It happens on
So
occasion.
let's try it, shall we?
Cheers.
All right. Cheers.
Cheers.
Oh, it smells so good too.
The orange is perfect.
You know, James Thurber had a great love for martinis, and I like martinis too. But I think his quote about martinis is applicable to Negronis. James Thurber said, "1 martini is just enough. 2 martinis is too much. 3 martinis is not enough." And that's how I feel about Negronis. And there's a fly in here.
There
that's
is.
driving me
Obviously,
crazy.
fly is attracted to excellent cocktails.
Yes.
That is delicious,
It
John.
is really good. So, you have a variation on this that you'd like to show us.
I do.
Yeah. What is that?
For Negroni Week, we'll be making a coffee Negroni
Wow.
in addition to the classic Negroni. It still uses Campari and sweet vermouth, but in place of gin, we're using espresso.
Very nice.
Yes.
Okay. So it's less alcoholic overall.
It's less alcoholic overall, but no less tasty.
Well, when you think about it, this is not, there's no mixer in this.
No.
This is alcohol.
Straight alcohol,
It's
yes, sir.
alcohol.
Yeah. Absolutely.
I mean, the vermouth is, a fortified wine, but other than that, the Campari and the gin and they're all alcohol. So there's no soda or anything to break
And
it
I
down.
absolutely love that about this drink.
And that way, it's a lot like a martini.
Yes.
So espresso instead of gin.
Yes, you're going to be surprised.
I've never
Not
had.
gonna miss.
I've never
Yeah.
had. Is this one of your creations, or is this
I
something?
wish I could claim it, but no.
No.
It was a suggestion, one of the recommended variations on the Negroni from NegroniWeek.com, which is sponsored, by the way, by Imbibe Magazine and Campari.
Oh, excellent.
So
Very
we're
good.
doing same proportions,
Yep.
equal parts, espresso, Campari, and sweet vermouth.
Okay.
Okay,
If I drool a little bit, I hope
I'll forgive you.
will it be all right?
Yes.
we'll edit that out.
Yes. Sounds like a wonderful after-dinner cocktail.
Or breakfast.
That's what I was thinking. You know,
For
we
breakfast,
are,
yes.
We like to say it's brunch o'clock somewhere.
Yes, it is.
Well, here's the thing about Negronis in general. I mean, you got the Campari, which is derived of oranges. It's a bitter orange peel flavor.
Right.
And it's chock full of vitamin C and nutrients, I'm sure.
health beverage.
It'd have to be, wouldn't
Yeah.
it?
Health beverage.
So,
absolutely.
yeah, it'd have to be.
Yeah.
I mean, otherwise,
Fruit.
I mean,
Yeah.
Anita Bryant drank it like,
Well, it must be
you know,
great then.
she had a IV on it in her final days.
I think she did. That's what that was.
Yeah. So it's great for breakfast. You could have a Negroni with oatmeal. You could have it with pancakes. You could have it with toast.
Yeah.
You could have it with a pancake pot pie.
I wonder if you could make a riff on this with maple.
Oh,
touch of maple.
Yeah,
Sure
get some of our maple craft,
Maple craft,
Vermont
yeah.
syrup.
Absolutely.
Be fantastic.
Okay, so this obviously is a very dark drink compared
It is.
to this lovely vermilion color.
Yes, the espresso does kind of take over, and I must insist.
On the peel. Excellent. Twist.
Okay, fine.
Sorry.
Fine, that's all right.
You're gonna love it.
You know, the reason I really like the orange slice is because I like to eat it, you know? And I wait until it's kind of saturated with all this goodness.
Yes.
And at the end, I eat it.
It's your vitamin C booster.
Yes, and then I'm free to start over with my fourth Negroni.
All right.
Perfect.
Thank you.
Beautiful. Thank you, sir.
Now, just
smell this.
just so I can tell everybody, never, ever, ever drink a Negroni with a straw.
No.
No, it's a
That's
sip and drink.
blasphemous, I believe.
Cheers.
Cheers.
This looks wonderful.
The nose
Oh,
on
it
this is
smells good.
amazing.
Wow,
Oh my lord.
that's nothing like I expected.
No. They don't have these at Starbucks.
I think you have to bring your own flask or two flasks.
Yeah.
No, it's so good because it tastes like sweet coffee.
Yeah.
You know, it doesn't
It's so
really
smooth,
taste like.
too.
Yes, it is very.
The
smooth.
Campari is sort of hidden a little bit.
Personally, I like coffee and orange together.
Yeah.
I think it works really well.
Yeah.
Together, and the coffee kind of softens the Campari. And It's not as bitter
That is
as
delicious.
the classic.
I could drink this
It
nonstop
has
all
all
day
the
long.
element to it.
Well, the first time I had a Campari was actually in New York. I was staying at the Michelangelo Hotel on 7th Avenue. It's a beautiful hotel. It's owned by some Italian folks, and it's modeled after the Michelangelo Hotel in Florence. And they had a bartender there who was ancient in my world. He was so old.
35?
No, he was old.
Oh.
And he was in a white coat and shaken, and he was, you could tell, an expert. And my naivety walked up and he asked what I'd like to drink, and I said, "What is your specialty? I want something unusual." And he said, "Have you had a Negroni?" And I said, "No." And he made one, and he told me the story about Camillo Negroni and all that. And I thought, oh my gosh.
History.
Yeah, but he said that he worked in the bar in Florence where they invented it. Of course, it was 1919, so he wasn't there, but that bar is famous for that. Just like Harry's Bar in Venice is
Right.
famous for the Americano.
Yeah.
Did you know the Americano was the first drink ever ordered in a James Bond movie?
I did not know that.
Before James Bond was drinking martinis, he was drinking Americanos.
Really, I always thought it was the best one.
First
I
drink
think it
ever
was
was an
later.
Americano.
Later it was best.
later.
Yeah. So
Excellent. Good
Camillo.
inspiration.
Okay, I don't know. I think maybe we need both of these going at once.
Well, you know, that's an idea.
You know, we also at Ellen's we have the breakfast old fashioned, which is it's a similar taste profile. Curiously, but you know, an old fashioned has orange and cherry flavor, and then whiskey, and we make it with Jameson, that's coffee infused, and it's so good. But it's a similar taste, isn't it?
Back to back, these are delicious. Sort of
I think it's illegal to have two drinks in front of one customer.
could be.
Yeah.
Yes.
So let's make it four drinks in one. Let's make it four drinks in one customer.
That's not illegal, last I checked.
No, it's not.
This would be a good time to break the rule, and straws.
Oh,
Oh,
I don't think we can go that far.
I'd have a silly straw.
Yeah.
Well, these are really great, John. Thank you so
Excellent.
much.
Thank you, John.
My pleasure.
And I think you should have at least one Negroni during Negroni week, and if you can have 3 or 4, that's great. Uber is our friend.
Yes, it is.
Yes. Thank you.
My pleasure. Thank you.
Cheers again.
Cheers. So good.